Nebusia for Sabre ye de Ghana nkomo bremo nanso ansa na no me enye 102 birthday na afi yenkoye nim happy birthday enkoma Mary Dadzi ne wa woda enti Emmanuel Nogbe awo UTV ene ebusia for ni nyina se omoma happy birthday sana na Kofi nsia na ne wanya mfie aduosia nsia aduosunsia nyame aye bi pa wo ne sana hene a wo apemenim na wase owura debra ene abusuafo ni nyina se yense nkwatenten ene tiri nkwama na yenkanche Yehowa se onhyira wo Precious Ayariga Arenterity ai ene de meko all the way to Upper East one Precious Ayariga Arenterity ene wanya 6 years o papa woni wanka frafra no beka brofo enti tie twi wate prepre nyame hyira na onye okese na oma omeye eye ababa wa fefefe osono kama uko school Martin Luther Junior School Ashaiman Zenu o papa Ura Samson Asaki Aringobet eni ebusiafo ni nyina se omoma happy birthday dear little Precious. God bless you, grace you and favor you. And Nyamido Kofi Ampofo Osei Onsukosko Royal Priesthood Academy ewo Amasaman ene wa woda wenye fie nkono Nyamido eno papa say yemfa Psalm 91 emmaw na se wo fam Awurade ho nti Awurade ani bekun ho obemu adi nkwa na amen na obeye wuye ewo atiasefo asase so wo papa ne Kevin asay owo United Television. I think I should be fine. And I'm fine. Happy birthday to Nana Tobia Kumi, the first in Kosogini Awo Gomwa Ojobi Tina Owokaswa Emma. Happy birthday, Nana. And Joyce Queen Asan, Deputy General Secretary, JUSAG, and Eyewa Woda, UTV editor, Joanna Ifo say Queen. We Joyce Queen Asan oma happy birthday na nyame enhira na oma birthday enye sononko ono ope chocolate enti obepe box of chocolate na ode ababecho pacho meda Azel Voga say enra medi bugani anije sa mama mo ahu se sa matade green UTV color me share fefefe no na efi Azel Vogue na so munnim dada se Jordan ne benada me yekiko na me yedelo sa said the vesta kind Azel bedazel enti na chese Azel ena na mama ya yedesa no enen so Azel na ena mashi na stop fefefe from Azel oguso a on man tete no beginners class no enu na meka say ye afimua enti se wunya mfa ho nhye a unhye danka echi sa 1 year afi ni ahya se be barely a month enti wo betumi akoka ho na emu ye flexible ye evening any weekend school nti time an ka be spend wo traffic mu no na odi akọ school kakra Monday Tuesday na wa rest Friday na wako so pe weekend dey nso so ye Saturday spare anopa 9 kwehwa Saturday bi ana na odeda sire omo nso akwaji omo ayefro ni abedin to ni say oh this trip dey omo nti wase kakra wa ye busy kakra bi 1 year we hwe no na wa wie na wa ye pro na wonso pamade aji usika gu kotokomo owo danso man friend 0244 155 266 0244 155 266 na details bia wo hia bia Azel emfa emmawo na mada Azel asewie madam for Inspector Anan Inspector Anan Kafra o ma me afiri mu enrada shedin wate shedin yakọ kose Mami Woody ya party police inspector Anan police head office won nyame encheche why enen komono aye ba bedie no ani enso ne kane aboyi na akosure esep kra de se be ya anka enkosoro nchen sa ebiso ohwe dodo ana ensofo na hwehwe 334 na ya ma omu 34 no kra 21.55 enu 22 kra isa inti enne be mo masen aba be ka che se oh de ehwe no anya amaye inti na ye ntumi ansom mo yie no inti nka enkoso nka ne afo enso pe 100 and something omunso munya saying 25 point something na chese na 27 point something na say e wo fom pa na so AGI so say eye mfidi dwuma fo no say sabre ya ye wo mu kra no na ka say omote ase but omote ya omantum so enye ye dia baby egina na eye na abadwafo so say na so awo fie no wonso osesɛn krache Hopson Adoye nsɛm a memenda no adru so work course wo Kumasi okokaye no ene enkrata no sɛ odi akyɛw pa aba na enso na ahia ewura musa superior sɛ wo kasa yi de wa ma ho ante kra wa ma ho ante sanbre biem Daily Dispatch enso sɛ ne kasa no na ye wa dodo nti we no test case nhwehwɛ Emma executives for one more bay national executives no say one more crack whip no and after say no the crata crab badada say nkebe ya memo wo nko saa work no so maka say obi anya isa meye campaign e bere nso ye ena o manti ase na wo call ye ti obi akokasa sei no wo ebeye ne den na afi president presents 1,500 motorbikes to police service nrayeti military for aye retuli womo we are na police phone here and also say ebi aka womo there is more to do for the police service almost for effective efficient service with integrity. Yes, so police omo service with integrity and Honorable Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover or a former MP Tema East and former deputy minister of transport and Watina CAE and CBHN chief by for short deputy national organizer Emma NDC no and o shemfimfiri no and offer yaw so you pebre or the meka oni agbesi and my but if you say she abandon kwade be ye adwuma enti yaw asaneta no political analyst ono so we say no go say my man topic but obenya topic aba enti ono no so one family anko police station am ya frame me say police hwehwa no the meaning nam sa na so nyina na ma adwuma ne de bi on so ohu anu wanya results o kan na afi anu yi aba na aboa say ye nyina ene ye enti na won so ka ho bia won so de de ba ne ya kenkan no enti fa wadwenkyere ne osusuye no ebra badwa mu kasa ma ho nte ya atimdidie ni oni obedwani nya adwene a wo so ya abodwani a wa wonten enti kan wo sɛde awadwene eyew Facebook UTV Ghana and UTV live ye da hold the bar ye be kenkan ama eranom Tuesday squad full house representing and they will be anko ubia be school kama pa headmistress so me wa ha me member of CHAS so me CHAS member so am in northern region na maka say me close school because aduane ni ho omba emu ni aduane ko mu wonsu ombenom ti omaba school full house me mamu ache mamu akwaba ejuso so no ejuso
na mo ho te sen
ye ho ye pa fe na ya fe
me aso ma fe mo 1 week ni ana ase wa ma me bisa
wadu so nyame adom ye beto ye wo fie so na ye hwe
me da mo ase
se dia wo si bo wodwuma na nya eso ani
me da mo ase pa
na TJ squad ye jidin bukuru a
munye collect all the name
Lawrence crack Lawrence crack the way they admire our contributions and ye juma ye wo fidi ye sum Ghana even though we came our individual capacities from our parties and so on ye sum Ghana my sister Baku wa Jomoro who is currently the MCE Honorable Louisa Iris Adi also admire Tuesday squad led by the beautiful headmistress. What they are sepa, what they are saying. Na your friend is saying, Adipa, my sister Adipa, Bugana me isano. Adipa ni fiankum African World Kumasi Airport. Ene Nako side 19. Amusu Bugana me isano sabiu. Bugano pa. Wa Adipa they were chakra dia maneme. I'm grateful.
Chief, na why you bibi aboko?
Adum.
Okay, ada oko round so abre.
Oh, me nyambre because rounds no kesina no.
E we ni mo.
But Edwuma so odijawa na odasio. Na nkrate na menyi gudu amehwem na mehu asem be very interesting. Na mama asro antina ma tedin.
Oh really?
Oye journalist penyimpa era kofugums.
Chronicle.
Abakaya answer na 2016 abako election also ono onye president Akufo-Addo anante onyim ne pa. Nti so ono obeyo mampenya ontumunda. Na ndame hu do say I am sleeping under Akufo-Addo na me bi se me nua sha ni de. Yem fanda ma na yen suspect do bi amaneduru bi. Because enyimpa ntumunda started there die ho. No more.
I'm a lagati. Anabadi.
No more di. Ona me bi sa penyinfu de ana pape.
On my way.
Order real in that na there and then order one of bibi. But anyway, it's all good. It can go form so also there. Time no kikanda msemina na oye semo didi na oye na dwena odidi so there. Mo tinyin. Tinu senne so abeka na dwen fofura anyi di mara ode yeti na supreme na mu ye be ye hwehwem na ye hunde more can na
Chief is playing mischief this morning.
Oh
but
yeah.
It is okay. Ofaya said your word actually ya why backing vocalist na onso boko de. Yes, Ofaya.
Anka Boko.
Anka. Yeah.
Yes, I'm at head. Anka Boko.
Yes, you fake case, just only case one. Or your case, okay.
Anka Boko na topics na maninje ho.
Hey.
I'm say
what topics no?
Topics no.
Who do the actual bottom up no? Who the workers when you na is okay ta wo de.
Ebi de ho.
One who de no. Na de ni munti.
I think say ho hia pa say special prosecutor asem na beto dwa no. Ye gina na chi na adwuma ye de ahye ne nsa se wonye no. So ye no kronje. Nti I cannot discuss these topics. Main touch on that particular issue regarding Europe Canada and some of the country. I'll go there. But I must also say, sir, and then I say, you could cry in your Bemachi in a very solemn year. I hold na Akayena, a bushing for Yadaso Emma Moyako. Nayama Yanka Science Yako, because Yakai said, Obebana, Ebia, so no Ben Mike, Moma Baha, Monsagan, Yakusu. And say be a mic and be a problem. The way I bet that form no be crawly a ban or it was something that I couldn't hold my tears when I was at the funeral grounds. And stressing young people in the crabby. And the Amy Yana said, Omo boy a crono. Omo mumtias. Uncle Fu mu dear.
Hey, somehow. Now, who now she woo?
And yet, I'm share, but some coming up. Oh, when I'm sharing party and yes, Anka, by wing proof, Anka bears 90% echo. Oh, now, Nipa Yankopa, my CNC. Name Musha pass ubi. Ayana said the Sanko Baya de Pama ubi yari at Nimbeconia Sunny Yariano. On Yanisa, because on all resources to move out of the country, no San Hoyari. Now, you need that resources. You mono a honchry. Nti ye mobia yako ye ma UTV for ne Despite Media Group yako na yanka se yenso ye ma ho yako.
Thank you, ye that's it. Hani yen hye na yen hwe social issue ne kane. Ene kwam tenti na enya mude na mostly social issues. Yen hwe so ne kane anasem ni yes or no.
Oyi ma me da se. Ma me nchi ahwefo nyina no pay. Na me ya duma Abe fide sudie na se ebe do biase os kofar bare Dr. Osekwami senior for Isapon and my Gandangwe brother Father Dixon echia menyanum so a TD squad makuntane yaw edo biase but Nyaminti mi huade no flash. And then Nansa was in ra. Na me hwe social media. And I mean was ndi okasa no wakai me.
Okay.
Me ni adwuma wo na 2 Ken City.
Oh, okay.
When I was the HR manager there. Na no so ewo TV. Ndi me pa nyame mfa ne crazy ye. Yesero bibi say na moma ya ne mu ye adwuma no moma ya invitation bi ne ehu na nzo ya be ye yi. Sebi ni mu ana ye adwuma yi.
Very true.
It's very important. We are part of this family. And the bibi amu ye bia no muntu nsafre ya. Yenzo abetamuchi.
Okay.
And the mamu busafo and the Despa Media Group yako.
It does.
And the person so me who a very senior good friend, may so rest in peace. Honorable Samuel Nwama Donko. One of the finest politicians of our time. One of the finest of our time. I had the opportunity, me did Deputy Minister for Transport. Na state transport. Immediate chief executive. Yaba Bemono, our free office. And he was so nice. Me kwa pro. Me ba as a deputy minister no. Me ko sra mo wo STC. Omo head office wo Kaneshi no. And enyemo bie so e kire me kwan a mo omo ye yaba ye betra so no ebe boa adwuma no. E ma me ne so. But I've known him for a long time. The days of revolution na dia de nyina no. Na we share the type of politics na onye sa gidigidi. And the way he conducted himself in office as a regional minister, as a health minister, was really enviable. Na ene so wakanchirigo me mabusa for any NDC for mamu nyina yako. Na ngratwe midima chief. Every 15 months we nyim na ate. Na ebebo wunde wo so amayen. Commander Matisa moye trials. Test transmission was abadabade. The situation no woka say no would be chiro mampeni what was a pep and the wire trials we go do awole ye o social media no nte ekofia na bu akofo ho na hwede ma wo no aba na ababo ye nkaye na ono so obobo ama dollar no so wa ye de na wa perform the juma so a
which people are in charge? Whom does it belong to, that factory?
It belongs to Ghana. Really? The Ghana government and the NDC procured a loan to build it. But because there was no sugar availability to process, and there are issues that are surrounding the whole project. And yet, on my penny can say to your boss, and let's delve into it. And then, what do you see? A year, Juma. Abeme Juma, Abba Commander, Edina, Iguafu, Abrim, constituency, no, Abemo.
You have to see a home management structure.
You get there.
Show trial. They are not Ghanaians.
But of course, they built it.
Wow.
Juma Biano will build the Sanwa. Experts now would be one bay, no, you know. Only Ghana for the camp, Juma, what time they fade out.
Yeah, not this is a commander sugar, but can't topic.
Uncle, with the pepper quim. With the proper quim. Na, and then. Utility tariffs in seminar with the Abano. Let me go back to demands now in terms of the percentage increase now Omoshano. Uba Kai say na Ghana Water say up 300% increment. UCG any net cost up 148 any 113% respectively. VRA any grade cost up 37 and 48. Now Ebana Sano so I was at PURC, almost some engagement with stakeholders, not the idea. And the almost be one friend of regulatory audits, the year process of assets, service providers, you know, said the average cost of gas consumption here using in Yano to produce a furniture power no idea my independent power producers, VRA, any Ghana water for Yano. There are a lot of infrastructure upgrade, expansion, operation, maintenance, service delivery, and financial availability. When you know PRC, now which one the bottom line is the affordability. In as much as the IPPs, the VRAs, the NETCOs, and Ghana Water for Epe in Jumuno, Sika Idebe Challenge and also Papa. So they have to draw the line between the emotional and the consumers' affordability. Almost where they ebeyena omudi tiaka. And the banasano, they look at all that. And ye hwe kwan a ye beboa amedwuma a ekoso no ehun kokajima because ye tum bebrebe a wan hwa na adwumafo no entumi entumi kutuaka. And we are looking at means obia ehun enchiri bebrebe. But the back home ya many are so papa about adwuma ewo form. I'm talking about ordinary adwuma ewo form and population for no Ghana for do nara adwuma no ewo form ewo aniwo ho small and medium enterprises the adwuma boja adwuma mo ye na ade yi ebi to say hairdressing salons, barbering shops, tailoring, dressmaking and venue designers. There's an upgrade there. Small shops, custom kitty eateries, and in the main mechanical shops and go for ye. Na me banana me tie na ya jantwa former spokesperson for PURC and all can say shops ni bi wo ho a even though would you almost compare consumers omo household ni ade nya no edwuma omo wo ho na edwuma omo ye no eno e bi so and they do baby na omo yi omo form ni no enko bibiri obi workshop baby a tools o use machines o use no calendar o twin wo no ebi kom na wodi no ko hye ho na onumo otua lower compared to their consumers no ewo domestic no eye no a eho na aye nsem bi ewo enti na o serese omfo omoni enko bibiri na ensure say you audit properly obi ko bi shop a machines be no use wo consumption level ben na OG or tree ediko ama wo man some concession bi a akoye fair and balance said the obia on be han and the way na accept for so be can say percentage na PURC for edia mano and so ni I was so much charge economic rates no said the be ma utility for no a provided services and send the fata but said the PURC akoye referee in between the producers, the service providers, and the consumers, we need to have a balance. Said ya ebeboa na adie yi akoye said ya ebeboa. But minka we no, maminka we na minfa emfem in terms of recently, aseme ba Krobo land between ECG, Yilo, and Manya Krobo. Menim say mo representatives ekoho live broadcasts. Any interviews here Krobo. But the whole issue no shall say in 2014. Ebra na ye hu say yesi for hu say omodwuma no mo ye no omo boka bebre ewo ho. And in 2014 omo the software bi bra say ye hwe kwan ye befa so a sa losses na woni enya in Krobo land no ye be yi edi free ho. Unfortunately no bills no mo generating no ekoye bills ana twamene ende ma mikrofo no eye Krobofo no agitate ye 2014 2015 2016 nyina no but until recently no ade no akoye very serious akane ye wo ho no ye twom because say ECG for no ekokoye adwuma na mmantiwa no emma wodwan emma mo nye adwuma ama ye sese ECG for properties na saying last week by America omo polar obi di hazard blade was a machine akotwa ato abu na ba na sa no ama tension eba kromo. So there was a petition to His Excellency the President and Osma National Secretary for Momoko form maybe me new opening back akasa I need to have a brief but me can dia shenya menu me say there is some level of truth yaka ntiase start say ebeye djuma ade ba ko mo kan say sa e kana free of on 2014 akopim 2017 no ECG for your they want to refence those debts any wo ho no then 2018 ediba 2022 ekonya no they look at it ye mom 5 years period so mbefa kwa so a obi abeko akotwa ne kakra ama ne ho nkyere no ne ye kan wewie no so there's a possibility say be restore power no e de amawo say de obi a akodi ne ho adwuma e de amawo and ye be sere no say ade ba ko so ebeboa ama ECG for so losses no so ebeboa is the provision of meters, prepaid meters. And the wa na wo hwe consumption level. And the meter no bo ho a dudu a wo beto no and na be kire fe ne sen said the obesi
na nye prepaid meters na ECG so the kobo ha almost your month as
and na say ya come yesi. There are some areas we call
so we can say ade ba ko amobe share provision of prepaid meters in tina me
initial na almost mpere but we call bon areas almost year pilot e wo ho part of so many year pilot e wo ho. I think oduma say any lepo no e na ha akoy bibia na ntiase no enhye enye dwuma. But I believe say engagement do koso wano a ye beji etum na said ya ECG any national security any officer of president any omo nyina DC is a word nyina trance a ye kano bi ye ka chem say said ya kono ebeboa because ECG so the ones also moti omoka because who drink say who use is omo kania na wuntu aka it is not fair because ye diska any ye di produce kania no di amount na say wuntu wuntu aka wo boa and the wusu kakra wo no betua no so ngina so no for mouth service no na nyina na yakɔ enim. So I think say you better periods for nothing they look at afana nyina the fact that they engage both sides na obia anya input and the first effective September 1st no increment no ebe hyase na yeda ye adwuma
medase chief meeting o what so ne kan ya ntum
so medase na mafa efficacy do na echia awo na hwefo na mpemfo amenyo na ehyimu ha masama abon na abado dwuma soma wodi wodi ma Ghana man na yenua bisu onya ne baby ko ene so ya ma na ebusuafo ya akokesipa na ya ya ntasam papa
kra
ndisi amanyoku no in fact fiti kwesida na ediko late afternoon to na nyumbir besindida na ndanyina nyimpa pina na woware hu the honorable titles kasa no okada okunyini bi wato oye ya di nyina amedimeda di prekope oye yura nu amadonko we free do her na I'm there after the 2020 elections na o sister is it vim lady Fia oh yeah Saturday program discussions now oh yeah
critical issues
na we invite Nyama Donko na I think Mami Owo a gas cylinder Francis CM and other panelists na nkomona wodi wa han na hwe messages a ofi wo viewers no ho bay na nkrofo hundo sana yewo sabi mpanyfu wo mayima odumo yede na ho so wobotu wo de wana atum na watenten zama ono ndanche ndema honorable titles ken yina yenyim dwumaza obedi wo STC but one time nyine di nkomo bi na oka bibi chairman about when he was a health minister honorable also call Eastern region ho baby yeah na okre no visit one theater ho no doctors no oye adwuma fine nyimpa da ho a oye no adwuma na no show wo dem ho sentin the one aces ni bi nya adwuma eyi chama Rollins na bredo na offer mpanyimfu no onye ho ken wo so why ye nhihye a o chere wo be procure bi but approve am by enti no odo wo fa kwanda no approve am by so mehwe dwuma di orekodo ha na mankrofo brea na hwe a ye approve an chira na ono waje nkwamo no frɛ suppliers na as a minister oba kran no frɛ suppliers na wo ma ACC no catch on the yewo emergency situation you wo in hospital or Eastern region na mo nyina so supply and them a wo gudu wo supply but mama pede wo ye as a minister wo the mam there one next suppliers na wo gudu a wo ye no procurement arrangement ombedu manyim na mo one suppliers na mpede ho nyina wo che o mangana a condition in Koko. Also, bia no hope because they are all businessmen and they want to be in the good books of the ministry. Share at the end of the day, no crofo be 4 kote na what the ACC what the bay na afi was the donation free of charge was the madam hospital ma wotu moye ma make nyina ko sin de ye won payinfo pii a sebi akonya bana wosoma o de wo ye innovative what the can say be modern system no wo ho no dada. Now this man was one of them. Unfortunately, I went to Mantina Hona, one share Aminawo and a pay. Menyoka say, why Yamida? Yabama Ebushani Yako. Near Ebashan is in Pane, I catch in the Unjina Ho, painting. And Yanko Pono, the man, on no him saying, and obey Wabanda or the discuss Papan, why bra win and baby call. Yeah, you win the man. Mako Drabin or Ashanti region.
Drabin.
Yes, my deputy organizer, our friend Opoku Amos, on duty. Okita Nemoto, RGG, you know, documents na they were in party reorganization here anymore. Na Sebi Fofi Antoata and Obenya Quenchia and Damenyoka say, why in Yamida weekendi and Wusin. Ti yebema ebusuafo so yako na ya hye na won kai de mesima yenyum no se de kds may go and kds will come and wonya adamade ne hye na wonjina pinti na wontu won fanye edwuma osefata aye wie ndama Ashanti region nyina na say na mehwe enye you're mosquito or your interview. Na ya mesima atu wenyim winsin atu bone interview jena na me hey blood is thicker than water. Oh yeah so more fa. I mean
I don't see job with this
one. Sinti. Say na ma approach. Anyway, it was a nice interview. By NDCN reorganization na branch elections. Only I 14 regions nevi. Waka Ashanti na Eastern. Dano mitire general kacho. Ya menyoka say NDC amanyo kuni nyina rishemu Ashanti region. Oye Wednesday orbe. Na yede enzama atutu akwem na yeboy kwan ma Ashanti region na sebi yenu anomo afa no World Cup nanne ye nyankrofo wo ho a onam da mamu no onko ye na asetene ni mu ayeden na won shedam pay attention won ye bibi papa bi ama hon after a battle ahora wato enyare ntie pi de nyimpa dodo na no won fifi mantoma Ashanti region friend and NDC party no why akono oza ama hon ya ntino ye bebo hen registration exercise na wona was fata wo pede wo dom party yetum yenya ho nyina wodin won krate na yetum yenya data of the new people are party no attractive for them on obi so kro ho nye new owum dada na emum onko party ni mu kaje na party card ya madam crofun nyina opportunity na wetum aba na aba betwotwo wodin ye the madam wo Ashanti ya special exercise the same thing on so Eastern nefi aye hon branch elections in yada mahon na process of constituency in a region ADBC national yetum ya Ashasi nti anapedi se nkrofo aje gwana se wote wo Ashanti na Eastern na adwuma kese a NDC yede bre honyi nti yebehwede wo behie hen na wa meh na akwa abasronko na yenye wona ye dwuma soma otide ya yewia tariffs in some that be you know, I discussed them in Semi-Wahada. You remember when
proposal no bar for front.
Exactly, with some huge figures, percentages we are now institutions in war. Say, I mean, you can say, I think the electricity is 27.15%, right?
27.1, yes, 15,
yeah.
yes.
And
in Suya 21.55.
Yeah. Percent. Na ebeka de ansa na damadi babai edwumayefo wakasa ye ho ama na nado nanko akufado na naban wo bakando sisi ye de bibi aba wo friend was a cola ema ono wotum 15%
edwumayefo na ko fight for cola cost of living allowance
na wo mo ho 15% ma ye baka ho asem wo hade o sabi anoma crochet unsemzi oyesi na bie na wo wa haben na nde se hwe 15% yo beto ho na nije sem obeya you see na ehwe percentages a wa ba wo tariffs yi wonder ya e calls de he nyinara asoma no ye betena ho na sebi ye bobo ndama bi ho.
Okay.
It takes us back to the caller. Yura John Dramani Mahama oye the president do beya yen free na economy no mesi origin semen ye nyina ye ntena ho ne yenhwe ne yenka. Ya senta America dem asemi de. Them percentages here will be a borders on how you'll be able to pay after using water or light. Now, the reason why I'm taking you back to the fact that all the eternal here and you make sure that yen economy no wage na yen na economy no na yen there ekogomen ahino wo kotokuma etumutobi, and this tariffs comes back to the same discussion. Say indeed you be pian to nchen na ya fan the percentages na waba today mo bi esep so nka more mra wa kanda ma oko fine more ba ni sentinyi then also ni sentinyi there in one hour ma service no so wonya more obotu wa ma service ni na ya are we thinking about nyimpa na wo botu aka ona one hour we dwuma na wo ye dada a wotu motu aka ona one adwuma ma setena not then that takes us to the cola nna nsanyara abana anyi wona aka wasam do dwuma ye fo pedama e be mo 15 them tariffs see wa baba kan kan na hu de na wo sun dada ansa na 15 ne ba obekushin won kakra tariffs ya nda wa be susu edutwem otwem kra wo ho
okay
enti won bills a wo tu nsisi na orba bese na wa den wa kosol enda menyo kasi dollar onya na ni njina do yenya ye ko market ye ko to as import no doso, so it is clear the kakra na wo na what be baka ho no kra no ya say ye dinu kwarpa ye da ma ye ho a enwo na what if you are hen and I would say any when you know what you to me as much as them 15% of the cola no crowd burn when you can say still and the money more than oyeten do we ignore government obeyina dwene fidu there mo hianye the tariffs no baba na nkrofo no etu ana utility services so wetu nwa ye won adwuma na emom nyimpa na wo use light na wo bo ho ka na ona mo hye won kotokum na wo the button one sitting omo a ono onfam ho ana obey national security threat or the money and you know increment na wa ban at their side wa fighter from the I think one was 100 and something there was some huge percentages and ya ba bedu them
so me see so no up 334
can you imagine
and Kanya ne pe 147
na nande wa ba bedu them pempendria and one thing at one point in sebi Mopa Oyemahon because Kakrabem, they will still be fighting. But we are looking at it from the point today. So, service providers, you want one increment in a thing now we are. End users and consumers, one are sitting as to the payment of the increment in here, obey them. Because at the end, if people use water and light and they are not able to pay, one plans are when you now increase in a way to work when you cost 90. And you know, them at some year abeda we ya me hwende awo na I had and pay about to why you can want some other players in the industry. And once whatever about my discussion be them yenyi na hin na ya trefum na ya hwende indeed. O ye the increment never na increment no be no so na sitrim to then are the people are going to be able to sustain them increment in terms of returns or by another hunsika or I would to what the purchase and that is very important in this critical condition way. But it appears there yeah everybody is quiet.
So
yeah. In fact, maybe I'm here on topics here and me catch out. Na me hu that issue ya by discuss me so good. If other unianumia me nsem trofo na media fu ya where discussion na. Yeah, now in that trial we are looking at it, but we need to connect it with the fact that it's good that they have these percentages. It's been increased. In fact, my juma na kodo, we are happy. Now, in one so we use light in a we use on Canyon. One over my way to when you been away to what I am, my expected they will be. Now let's look at those people.
so
when I sit in
that's correct. And 2% ebia se cola na 15% no. into 27 and 21.
The reason why I make cola or Nailink, I mean fa cola nimpo may any general. But who there cola ne yaza ye can't want cemetery sana yenu anumi wonya because no yaza wofi there. One a sitrim na wonsika salmon on koye wabafom. Ya the mighty bay uswa wobeken, but what's wobusum the mara. That's the cola.
Senra uti or modia PRC papa no. Minim so a doctor bibiaka. Or say omuni muse economic hardship ewo ho. The more reason why ain't pona omudi from 3 something to 21. Na eyeniama mienu either say ye betua ntumu yi kakra boa omu. And I said, you be could do so. And this answer job loss.
One day, one data, but I agree with them.
Okay.
More than 100%. Because one war, and I walk at and there, say, I need be and found. And I'm saying that Nina goes back to Eminao Abania is headed by Sebia, the new patriotic party, and Nado Nanko Akufado, Odin Kani. And I make a sure that Yajatum, Yamahon. Miss Mobea Yenko, Dum so no can. Miss Mobea Dama, which na another job losses no can omba. Now, do you realize the danger? And the Dama some ya were catching here to me. And you know, I went to 1 year collection. Senkrofu will use no win 2 win 2 year. The Madia working. We are going back to the same thing.
Okay.
That is saying. That's why I'm saying that who be here. That we will look at it from that point. Now, you there crisis will hold, but you see. It appears that I ain't by a position. No, yet has my ban the crisis or on. A ban Nankasanana Muntuna in the end on Chede ono or appreciate the fact that crisis no honti yinara sebi yemfa yena dwunimum na ebc o man paying kufo o man paying meals John Dramani Mahama na se beka senchi ema yera mame ekua donko baby mankrofo bi was one task there why do the free. In fact, we frame penyinfo bi wo party and no rule mu kran. Ebinum wo super hon. Ebinum kra block hon na won tame wonko. Ayaza we see that. And pempendra yedri. We should not just look at it from the percentage and the figures there or back again. Na ye be ignore economy no ye na sitting any munu mesi mote. Sister, enche ehuma mechiri. Say ye ignore no na ye je nyina atum. I'm saying there say adene mu ye dina na nkrofo tum ko use na wentum wentu akawa. Damn threat na is it PU RC was it by there wanye ya obe odiyemboko nkaneadum another ejuma kra boko foma wona wa ye ejuma no so wonye binya obotum akwa kotinefia na hu behia them call yi asem ya making sebi ahia ye wa hiara nyina ye bete na supreme first ye nyina so ya ye okamafo ema aban no so watin asupem because ya ye kaka mi na wo honorable titles immunias and itumi nyawe. It goes back to the same abandoned cabinet but on the way take a decision. And so they have to look at it. Once Adam issue yabe with the hardship already, Aban tried to support them with certain percentage. With them hardship, yeah, I confront them utility players. So I want one manager, I want them percentage yabe or cancel effort ayaye. And so when we look at it generally, how are we expecting the Ghana Funa we use them services? Wobotum sebi ofi bring to bring wetum we tua one cow emma them challenge na nko service providers wa beka train once wobotum wa avoid na yakọ enyima so man.
Thank you. Offer.
Ayma medase amenshia ahwefo nyina titru Western North na me constituency so we also constituency me sure we are much ya me mame and dey mine so ko gina asanso for me chairman creating secro na ko gina for me chairman creating just like tariffs issue no meeting it na before that mamenchia Michael Yauche or long room tema port menea rekaje mo yakota na chi ema ne blessing na warrior Saturday twemu ya your mama, our partner, our so.
Our long room tema port as customs or freight forwarder.
Yeah, freight.
Okay.
Yeah, Asian.
Hey.
Are
mischief.
Oh, David. Oh,
Machia Azelvo.
Oh, Azelvo, that's it.
Ontadia Oceano, fine.
That's it.
Mr. To sort of Mati wait no mabo topic bisuka.
I don't know.
Topic they give.
Paris, when they short mommy.
No, I have a topic.
Oh,
Mumunjani.
No, I'm just finding out.
I have to crusade for
support
special
about topic.
Special
how they in the past year now what can
that be we no a short mama
yeah go fire e video mu de achia nti se no na o de be ya mini ase
I think say increment na aban as much as say I increase the spending capacity, that is the poor are raising the spending to that percentage no more de aban. I feel so say because the me patch say ohiyani na nka na o use 10 cedis no by this percentage no say sika na increase in interest or be spending more nti ahokyere no ebeba more, but this has come as a result of the sitting president as a banwe the populist approach oba abamu foforo I think in 2017 ho or she say or tete electricity no water so 17% and 30% or so. Now we sign EDB so-called free electricity and free water. Those populist approach reduction of utility services was one of the biggest shocks to those industries. That's the water, water for and electricity for. Inti water for demand any electricity ne nkro ba omode ba ya na omo ukikambo mana it was almost about 600%. What the great coal ne ho omo nyina de bom na at the time I discuss here no it was a very huge percentage. And this is omo atras here percentage no ukikambo nkra call just about 50% no. I think say ne kwanso no even though at the hardships ebeba na hardships na de bana aban we na mana basa say wanye sa so call free no anka ebia by this time yenya sa percentage yenya. Now what I want to tell them, those two institutions especially water and electricity, the key and I say idea be mo ho ha no is to engineer practical and pragmatic solutions regarding revenue collection. And no ana bema omo ha ne omo amonye sika e dey share insuo mokina. Electricity, I will confess say at least my area me wono street lights are now some time back now you're complaining. It's all over now. Okay. And men for because enkoye example me ankasa me kanchi ba bi besra me a na nka me pe esum bi mu wo
kanchi ba ne abade
wo say
kanchi ba ne abade
me love
oh na me pe esum ko na bi mu apake na ja
ya wo na go sana
oh
ebu se be kanchi manya ba na me se love na yan
I'm
kodo
a suspect because this your about na wa tare e fe na wa tare
many who
asani me go dibo
anajo no me drive me pe esum ba bi anka ko na bi minye esum o ba bi a o ba bi a metino
fire wo so
it's a light about
light about anka yenye esum kakra first na anka yenye esum kakra bi a ente say aja oh
it's na
yes me be bad aja na ye bon komo na say
kanchi man ba
ade nchi
kanchi man ba tu nyina afa ho
o say
kanchi man ba tu nyina afa ho
chief me padi a wi of fire ko so what kan
lighting aspect no they deserve an increment but sir increment no
of fire ko so chief
this
guy
guy
increment no omo kai sai yenso ye ho kire nti ye dia mo no omo fa nya de fata mo fa nkoto fake meters e ma bobo ho maye na ekina nko akohyehe ye fie mo na me revenue collection also no amaka no those two institutions no they should be very critical in those areas. Omo maye illegal connections. Menim so omo tu omo so sa no. E mane nye 9-day wonder. omuntu omusosa and make sure say those found culpable will be prosecuted. And you see, interestingly, you know, government institutions and no these are institutions we catch ubia. Now they have a crime ready woman so no. Saya. Who say if you look at the percentage segregation for friend say residential, non-residential, critical, how many lifeline phone? Hospitals are not said.
There be lifeline for you or a certain way be at a that minimum line so threshold that minimum threshold.
Oh yes, they were more much chemu and the various sections. I felt say industries nimu or more dear it's too high. Because at the end of the day, no say nipa na oil productive sector no. Or no the end was right. Or producer yeah consumer end users yeah lifeline flow residential flow yeah na be san ba begu yeso. Nti anko more productive sectors no more dear no say yeah lower in terms of the way of machiche no. But unfortunately every time no factories and say industries no more high tariffs without considering say or more be produce no more dear go so edi abrand yeah almost say yeah residential and other area the end consumer. Until on that note, now I feel say it is not too bad this percentage, but it should be used for the right things to serve the people of this country. Now, sister, special prosecutors and somewhere of course I'm pessimistic. Me nya quite discussing but I think say I still stand by what I said here last week or so concerning the fact say you Canada more jumped the gun too early. Because we read this special prosecutor in a report or the buy, which of course the Act 959 now establishment plus 2 LIs 2373 and 2374 no. And mandate no say on-file report emra half yearly. But because of the office now you set it up no money no ma encourse no and a money delay and no the report aba. Report no dey aba one bone team keke no dey report ne buy obi ne petition ye and na wo hwe so ye investigation and na wa be church him say investigation as a petition buy no say na ye call but customs omo mramu no omo wo ade a ye frɛ no advance ruling and na ye te hanso na ban yankasa ade what they call benchmark values e bi buy into benchmark values na call some indicative threshold bia we are important as a wo the normal efi amanone ba you cannot go below that benchmark value now aban e de ba ya parliament approve no enti the akoba aye say a certain company in the name of La Bianca benchmark value now NCC you go below no or no apply to use I will not say her position but according to the report no more or less influence peddling, the kind of position she has, both as Council of State member and board member of the your friends say Ports and Harbour Authority. No, and my year reduce benchmark value figures no below what has been stipulated in the law. That is where the special prosecutor finds it unacceptable, and he finds it unacceptable. In the sense, say, nipa na wa approve ye no, owurache no, doesn't have the right. And access or no crop application ba, he must consult. Indeed, the Commissioner General is the sole proprietor and not only the only person who to me as sanction say, sir bench application of this benchmark value, young family panel. What it is that, so when him say would the normal be back consistently for about 6 months, 1 year. Now we share the exchange rate ekunyenya ubetumi apply for the advanced ruling no? Because under this particular issue no cheno sanction the advanced ruling and Orake no damwa ni din bamu just because he supervises the official duties of Che. It is assumed say once idea way to me code through no it means that Canada Moa has seen whatever it is that had been applied for, right? That is the only reason why Nidin Ebemu. Until the Che indeed is the one who is mentioned consistently throughout the report. Say, oh no, what didn't it to me? Ayasadi no. Womrekra, Yera Canada Mwaso, Ebia, Obuna Nigu, so Anase wonim. and money e pass without notifying Commissioner General. This is the problem. And indeed, the benchmark values no we be apply say bia wonim say advanced ruling no we be apply say bia wonim say we normal back consistently for about 1 year 6 months or whatever it is. Now we share exchange rate no the figures. Now I apply say me person me dey normal back. It's more or less like hedging. Me person me dey normal so e be a special ice eba in the 20-footer container 40-footer container for about so and so. Until me apply say rate na wo ho sesi ya no mama me sa rate no regardless of any changes in the exchange rate. It's more or less like hedging. Until a be a commissioner no be accept the application ko be accept say okay in this 6 months no, we are giving you that leeway to bring your goods at the same exchange rate and I said tariffs na wo ho sesi ya no throughout the 6 months I said as a sacred part it will be the same. That is how the advanced ruling no and the advanced ruling, custom has no right. I don't know, and yes, custom cannot reduce any price. You are not a trader. It is your responsibility to refer it to the appropriate courts for approval. But all these things were not done. Now obey the petition to what? Canada more a threatened special prosecutor. The Akugo that they are mentioning his name, and indeed in Ghana, say the politics at Atachi Bibia, as some aside. The Akurugu whose name is being mentioned as said a wife and a contested in the name of NDC. No. That man is so intelligent, there's nothing in customs that own him. And now, special prosecutor, knowledge in the team. What do you mean? The special prosecutor doesn't have all the knowledge in the custom affairs. No. Until he needs people to work with. And now, Obia Yinasuti say, this guy is very intelligent. He's very well versed in almost every part of the custom issues. On designing the interface of this Nsroma you used to see customs. Until you can get him. Indeed, MPP Babem Akurugu has no office as we speak. From 2017 up to date, Akurugu has no office. He doesn't have a desk, right? Under Canada Moa. So now they write to your friend and say, your outfit, Canada Moa. What say you will not release him because he has a primary role. Somebody who doesn't have an office. Then the special prosecutor goes through the Commissioner General. They write a second letter to you. You say, I insist that I'm not going to release the gentleman. And our gentleman, so no, he said, more or less, because we need office, we need be. And I'll resign here. Or resign now, special prosecutor, a man appointment. Let me tell you for sure, say, we have people who are informant, and they are the people who help the police to get, for us to get certain information. You to me arrested in Crawford. It is important to get in Crawford more port the way the system runs. To work with your friend is saying the special prosecutor to be able to do an investigation and do it thoroughly. Indeed, if such a person has resigned, and indeed he's not the only person, former police, I've forgotten his rank, one Basintali also. He's also working with the special prosecutor. And indeed, the act mandate the special prosecutor to, employ people to work with. Indeed, if he has employed this gentleman, and the gentleman is explaining to him so that the special prosecutor will not go wrong in terms of if he wants to prosecute anybody. And indeed, LaBianca has paid the money. So what is your beef, Canada Moa? For you to accuse Akurugu as if to say, oh no, I can't leak information to special prosecutor. But I'm happy. The cases under investigation are about 2,000 of various companies or more. I am into markdown or more antria the SSF fata ama omano. What we are saying is it is important that all these companies will be investigated, and if they will be investigated, we need people who know how they were able to evade those taxes, so they be able to rob more monies back into the coffers of the government. Into Emaye accusing Akurugu, and then we shouldn't politicize it. We should listen to both sides, both special prosecutor, the guy Akurugu and Basinteli, as well as LaBianca. Did she not get those markdowns, which is against the benchmark values now, as the threshold now? That is the most important thing we have to look at. Thank you. And the people of this, especially the media, do not take a center stage in this and destroy the special prosecutor's work. It is important we allow the special prosecutor to do his work Now you're making sure say there will be sanity in the system because then you have a track say the loopholes in the port or our various entry points should be your friend say sealed. Until if the special prosecutor is doing that, now you're trying to boss.
Because Obaya,
yes,
because the subject matter is not part of our core discussion.
Yes.
I think that you give both of us some 1 or 2 minutes to make some inputs to the achievement based on who can win anyway. That we can.
Especially
so fire the game one no mama the topic was say the abeka one mamu be discussing. It is okay. Ye na ye adwuma. Kofi Nyanko blueprint right from Mesikado Kitan. We must all come together to build this nation called Ghana. For we have no other nation apart from Ghana. Therefore, we must criticize constructively, prefer solutions. Where are you? Okay, so Kofi says we should prefer solutions and come out with better alternatives, but not tearing apart our motherland and sell it to the so-called advanced nations who have nothing good to offer us since time immemorial. My regards to Dr. Akuto Efriye, the waiting president of Ghana.
Hey.
We are sure Papa no the Akuto Efriye.
Efriye Akuto.
Yo, Baba be correct. So Papa no choni di no ahihye ni ya. Aso ye be ye hye no be nu. Ndi, o se o de sa me de otwo ba ya no makan no. Yahuza Swami, in as much as I sympathize with Ghanaians complaining about the increase in electricity tariffs and complaining about the increase in electricity and water tariff by PRC, it must also be on record that this is the first time there has been an increase in the cost of utilities under the Akufo-Addo-led government. Bear in mind, what's happening here? And the Akufo-Addo-led government. So let's bear with the government in this trying time to keep our lights on. Okay. Kofi Nyanko wa kan ho bi. Kwa wa twera san so sa anti emu afoforo de kra na yakan. James Yebo, I'm watching you live at Sakumono. God bless you for your good work done. Ekuya Papa B, Iron Lady Car. So good morning. He who is down fears no downfall. The NDC and Mr. Mahama failed as a government in managing the economic affairs of Ghana. That is why they are trying hard to drag the name and image of NPP into the mud. NPP will surely break the aid to continue the good works to make a positive impact. Hope Senator has proven to be a true patriot with the positive action he's taken. Long live NPP, long live Ghana. Cindy Boaben, Cindy Baker, so a Ghanaian should be lucky to have His Excellency Akufo-Addo and the NPP since they have security of the country at heart and ready to work to sustain the economy and provide job. And she says greetings to Hawa Kumsing. Abdul Basay Zongo Pania, tariffs up again. Let's look into the commercialization of Intampe for export and medical purposes. Theirs is not the NDC Ajana 1, Ajana 2 economy. Greetings to the father of all, or father for all, Honorable Boniface Siddiq. Abladefia Kuma, I think NPP doesn't have sympathy for Ghanaians at all. We are still struggling with high food prices, and here we are again with another increment in electricity and water. Did we do wrong by voting for this government? And our NPP government, dear, never again. Francis Boachi says, yeah, I'm watching you live from Nkawie. You look good. Thank you. Elom Havo. Elom, I will read it to him off air and then I'll come back to you. Okay. Kweku Shaibu from Sefshibua Chairman 1, please greet my brother Sanitano for me. Ghanaian youth are suffering, especially Seshi Cocoa farmers. Tell NPP 2024 is around the corner. We'll show them. Daniel Opon Pipra, let's us as a nation do anything possible to refine our own crude oil. This is the only way to save the city, bring fuel prices down and save the nation, thus stopping those greedy politicians from profiting in their import of fuel. Walanyo Inakwetia, in fact, the system is indeed hard and there is no justification so far as the increment of utility tariffs amid the hardship we are facing in Ghana today is concerned. Nsroma Babeduka not necessary to increase water tariff because there can be leakage of water or broken pipe somewhere, but water company can ignore it for over weeks or months without maintaining it. All these cause financial loss to the state. And he says he's in Techiman. Okay, Kwekuma Kanya Blade. So let me just scroll down. Paulus Kasua American. Okay, Paulus, aka Honorable Howard Twaso. NDC doesn't have anything better for we Ghanaians. Please let's take note. And today is the birthday of my adorable caring constituency women organizer known as Ado Ayase. Okay, happy birthday to her. Kofi Amo says, Obaya, please, why is this? Okay, so I said, just say yours. So leave the man alone and let me hear yours. Prince Owusu and San, my sister, yeah, I have a plan to change our 4 problems in Ghana by manufacturing a 2-in-1 electrical and solar car for heavy duty and lightweight commercial performance to change the face of the hardship. Please, can you be of help, sir? Martin Janet, just good job, Madam Kunama. I'll plead with the Ministry of Food and Agri to go to Bono region to help our mango farmers who have worked so hard to come out with good results, find a good market for their produce. Okay. Kofiamo. Ya Osankide. Good morning, yeah. In fact, for PURC to increase utility bills by 27.15 and 23.59, yours is different. I don't know. What we know is 27.15, then 21.55 of the VRA and Ghana Water, respectively, is not the best option at this time. But my problem is with the Ghana Water Company Limited. Yeah, just come to Taifa and see how drinkable water is going down the drain. It's pathetic. We have to pay for their irresponsible behavior towards their work. They should pay for their losses because of their negligence. And then Tanui. Hey, Tanui. I wonder if I can read. It's not a language I can really read. Sorry. Musa Batwa, President Akufo-Addo and Baumia don't care about the unprecedented hardship we're going through at this time. Ghanaians are struggling to raise 3 square meals a day. They are increasing utility tariffs to kill us all. The insensitivity of our current leaders is too much. Aaron Babako Kokomisa, good morning to you. Utility tariffs rise high. The government needs funds and proper managerial procedures to keep the system running. Abbas Amogobo of Fengso, this government is very wicked. Upon all the hardship and the suffering Ghanaians are going through, they still want to compound our suffering with high utility tariffs. In fact, this government is either incompetent or heartless. Kwasiamweni Asaman Kesi, good morning to you all. I support the increment of ECG and Ghana Water, but illegal connections are still going on. The minister should do something about it immediately. And James Tete says, from Sunyani Public Utility Regulatory Commission, PRC alone cannot increase the price of utility tariff. They should do it in consultation with the minister, lands and natural resource. Really? Because PRC is under government. Okay. Parili, sister, in fact, we know. And also can discussion, okay. Self Chief Bani to praise you. Sir, stop disturbing you, with your relationship. Oh, Parili. Now can you see Kakrama me? Good morning, Madam Host. I'm Dominic Owahini of Ablekuma North Constituency. Through the hard works of our great minister, Honorable Dr. Owusu Efiri-Akoto, Ghana now has ultra-modern greenhouse villages established in Dawenya. And then my laptop says I'm tired. Okay. Yes, Chief.
He said, this is your program. Says, squad ba. Nankofu, when you baby. But unfortunately, sponsorship now are banned. Oh, yeah, me out there. I will in benefit.
That's why they are telling you to leave me alone.
It's just, I mean, oh, yeah, me out. Oh, team, no friend, and Prince, production team, they will benefit.
I want you to them,
I mean, Asanina, honorable, so will benefit.
Oh, no, it's a problem.
Storm the Baba. shy kid, the Baba, Malangbawe. What's it there? They can't move. And they want all of us and the team to have free haircuts anytime we decide.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, they are pressing me.
Yeah, that's.
Storm the Baba. And a shy kid the Baba.
Oh, okay.
They all Miss send location now.
My young bonnet title, then we can continue.
And you're what kind of faster? You do chief so now we're taking it. I'm not there no any time now can because second issue now.
Kwesio poko dusa jima wure do. Ene ya wawuda from my sister Depa. Na asani o kasano o kan bibi mini ya dwen in terms of abanjumaphobia kaniaka amuso mudi no amuso mo yeden omutiaka because we are looking at revenue generation ebeboa to service ejuma ECG IPP any VR for the Greek for no yenya no and the best institutions of state mudi de kaswa musumuntua mudi no it should form part of your budget allocation to the Ministry of Finance and mutiaka ebeboa ye pa but the back one you can is about the description of COVID time. Na Nsroma Kenya president say Yedimva and describing as populist. I see that as very harsh because this is a novelty. In the midst of COVID, ejumafo baby ewofie baby nkran run the shift. Every kran run the shift. That's a president is a novelty yaba. As I would describe it as a populist. I see it as below the belt. Trust me, it's not a good way to go. Now, on the issue about Canadamwa, in fact, I saw TV the news and I share captain. The kind was said, some people want to tarnish its hard-won reputation. Ya obi owo na woboni brao. Ebeye ya beye ding say, obiti baby, how you have built your image. You have worked so hard to build your image. I will be the 1 second. I bet destroy image. And that is the angle I mean, the passion at which he spoke about. But Canada and the customs of the GRA are not against the workings of the special prosecutor. Not at all. Not at all. They welcome Ejuma Waye, they are complementing the efforts of the state to raise revenue. But so being what baby, not so bad destroy image. Definitely you come back and try to defend yourself. Now, uka sa benchmark value. Mamia ya kana semi. This is a hard-working entrepreneur. Ubi a aoye nejuma. Yeah. A month I'm told that or to me import more than 200 boxes or containers of food. Frozen food. Customs or reward system. Ghana nimbia or ye juma or 22 kakra. Those who are really disciplined in paying their taxes, they reward these people. Now say me business. Chief, now say business me treat to regularly, religiously. Now say me who say, me so me who ye I have the right to also officially write to customs. And now to GRA say, Mr. Remo, ebusafo, mon hwa dia me juma me ye, ene to abetoi, na mon ye bibi mfama me. Officially, I'm told she wrote to GRA and she had 5%. And yes, Sumiase and Oye Bibia, Kataso Mamaso, Debbie. Officially, she wrote. This is a woman who pays direct taxes. And when the workers, and when the profits. Okanya Mabaso, or the Sotiaka. Now, say me, try when you and me who said me, who chilemia, now say me, try the car, now say mamma. I have no problem. Special prosecutor say, I did oye ni no. There's a Bibia was so tia, ya be shwem 1 million Ghana cedis with Tiaka. Come on, a good citizen, or calling him. But let us not bastardize this woman. No, I'm not saying you. Yeah, I'm not saying you. But when you listen to some of the commentaries, people are trying to bastardize this woman. And you say, a council of state member, and the opposite, it is not fair. It is just not fair. The way she's been described here. Yeah, Juma, that's a wushe, a Juma sana wusu yano, you have the right to write. And as a state institution, when they do all their auditing and the investigation, realize that, mami adwuma no eso ni otuato and ye bibi kakra to encourage her to pay more taxes boni bi enim but aso nipa ba ku mienu bi work customs cannot be used sabi I say nkate ba ku esai a ese nkate ni nyina. There are hard working custom officers in this country across our borders in their entry points on ye adwuma to raise revenue target ye no mo nyina no ye and this nipa ba ku mienu bi ko ye bibi fon so bi na say let us not enfa generalize enka say custom for nyina no sabi omo yakrofo police for nyina sabi omo yakrofo. One or two eye bonia. Let's look at it and discipline them to serve as a deterrent. Manoto.
Okay, Chief, and also and then we go into our last two topics. Yebeshena Yaka hopes and adoye and President motorbike Diama because it's 10 o'clock. So
yeah, me that's it.
Yes,
You see, as I mean, Markin can meditate here now. Coming from the background of port operations and other freight forwarding, to them are honorable kind. Will be able to my application on your problem. Now, as some of our better who is a candidate in Munsama, it has to do with the fact that Canada Mano, first for also prosecutor named a small boy or something, until when the emotions are basem now aba. Asema wa aba ye kan wasem nyina and there was a ne import duties in collection shortfall bi abem. Into why budget amande another why assessment amande o shortfall or
Mami post audit
into ode banebutua. Let me tell you something. As for Mamino, Madame Labianca, state or the council of look, the work we are doing on our wallet way will be fire or site 1 or site 2 am a becan court man and patromo. A Jumana idea patroman. You're patroman. A Jumani idea one cushion. Ah, yet Omeima, Emi, will be to the jeans on winner, auntie. So the work we do, no, more than our President Akufado, President Mahama, even Yakro on your politician, so what I'm saying is that as a business person, that's when you need some fan and some number. What your organization or one PR or one whatever now work on. As for SEPs, Ubia or Kranzama or honorable, Unamana Banu after up to 10 years. We will call on you any day, anytime. And do an assessment on the goods you have cleared from the port, and they will come back to you and say that. Even sometimes it's not special prosecutor, the customs themselves, they do that. And so the special prosecutor ne petition na wenya na there will be the criteria brand na or na say order investigation. Order woman kwa mo ye na so all ye na edwuma no so na the bill no be no. I'm told there a company no akoko to esika no. So what are they talking about? What are they talking about?
thank you.
Say nyimpa na nkasa o ye edwuma no wakwa say no kra no ho na wokasa wechi no won kra na wo say ho awon ho na wo say nkrofo ho na edwuma atma make na say intino amidi what I will say in there enwa na wo say what the special prosecutor alba mo aba be edwuma in the MPP commentators ni bia na de yi ni bia nsem a wo kan na oya akoyem de binu fi de because MPP wa ba mintino ye the Ghana alone MPP. That's not true. Oye he nyina ye Ghana. E na ho na wo lead na wo de nsem nkrofo aba na wo de policies reba e na wo bobo office in the whole direction there. Ye pedi ye hwe na leakages na de wo nyina okodo. So why? What is all these attacks for?
Thank you.
In the
baby, yanko ye main issue. Unye hwia obeji wo of enema kwakro pa se me saye den wo so kakra. My ground advert say ma unsanya den wo mo fra no. One can read. But fire una akofa asemi bae. It wasn't part of the issue for the day. Thank you. Chief, yanko ye second issues in so. Second and third. Thank you. Shari.
Intino mame keko sinye de case na nkasa ye wo mu Labianca ni case na la ebi kura won wi Ibi kura hwema wo another bill beba mo wetia.
Yes.
Okay.
Because onye 1 container, 2 container, 3 container ho asem na work.
Over
And
200 a
please, and one hour attack, and a 1 hour yina, obina some no bear. Obina some no bear. Right to them, honorable K. They are special arrangements, are business entities when you steps away. You recall, time and people by power, about some no one can one from a president, Mama, and Indian. Why, brad, that time no, you want arrangement. Are you getting what I'm saying? Until please, let's politics in Uncle Danche. Say, ye kwa kodum pempenduna say ye finger nyimpande dam na why to them work and there is other aspect that I was disappointed. I don't know if it's true. There was a use of position and all that. If they do the investigation and they find out there,
and I'll say influence peddling.
Yes, which is in the report.
Exactly. And you know, if that is in the report, then that becomes a serious matter. Because who position now was the man, it was not to influence your own business, but to go and serve the nation. And if it is captured in the report, it's a matter that we can look at it.
Thank you. Can we look at the motorbikes and hopes and no, that is not so. Thank you.
You see?
Yes.
Yeah, motorbikes are semi-cramming. Who I no, yeah, can.
Only ni say ye resource police are law and order maintenance.
Or they resource one.
Okay.
Sebi. Police more than one commando pano. Motorbike count. Or count. But onye ni nyina nyi motorbike.
Okay.
Na ofi bill to bill no abambi oba bia no obo no body ne obobwa. Nti no ye dase ye hyenkran. There's a kind of masam na who be here there but continuously be there. Wo be na resources are we here with more. But one thing I notice here there if your people simu na din na baby a wa church oni na I there agenda setting be wa bat them ma di be si me be bad. No. It's not necessary.
It's for you hunamane. Omo try de na boy o man try.
Oh, na say dwuma ya ache. Ya enyimu na enyimu ya dwuma.
And we ja boy ko store.
In some ho na maye keka no pe una asem krobe. Pressure from here, pressure from the wa brodo. Into Ukraine or there, but more than a stampede, the okay, young next stop.
And you can be a kama stampede. Me man farm, I would have but my giant market never castle. Must stampede.
Yeah, so all I'm saying in there, police phone, Abani number one about but there are more. And when they done in Metida was this time, Navy phone now, even police now or collaborate now. I hear Miss Maubenya, I'm the lifeboat TV now. They were here river bodies now. That will to one pro 1 hour here. Damn girl, I'm saying I think now. Or there aban ocean na obuahon. There are other in the man which there who here. And he said, "Abane show them commitment in order them and them or the aquacoma hona. What we expecting there. And once we over here now, I heard the Adekye police phone when they want shot to do ye. Honestly, baby, I be share woman aho yaka. No more police fuka. Who did the 5 years? Whatever one the 5 years. And I can't was the more free cry engine. And you know, yes, they won't find one the mama on 1 year, man. Now, yes, they won't soon the man about 100 years. Now, onion fast with the man, the purpose, the reason why, in fact, my boy and about the same thing, and I'm saying, Sereba crewman apart. If she the way I want, where deploy one boys now, who can take it one bike, so now, would you know? You know, a traffic light. I say, wash a baby, my traffic in your or direct traffic. Baby, my warrior, monster fata, wash a warrior. I think they're watching ye in what year. You go a long way, or the babua, friend, or mano. That is all I will say. But then, who there, to them, amazing Kamakan, a President Akufo-Addo, if your fans are all Gina Mesima, Chichi, I won't cry to any name. Or the problem on police motorbike. That is not it. A Juma or the washing away.
Over here, also, you're interested in hopes, or interested in Uncle Kind.
Hopes in the come.
Yes, you tied it in here.
Oh, okay. Hey, intimate, I'm Gasabio.
Yes, sir.
My lord. Yeah. May the soul of former Vice President Aliu Muhammad rest.
Okay.
Aliu Muhammad. Ne campaign time up with the president. Ekaya. Kede no can race no.
Oh sure.
Yes. So ne campaign team for no you want. For some reason me pede my bon with. Walk around na papa no mo scan walk on no ba obi so on the ground still also mo kwa sheduka. Munkwa shiduka na chede baby a ejo baby a adwo I got the baby a will win asama hopes in kind or ya asama or one format according to him now one can be go if your reactions no banner that is what I see.
Okay.
Because Papa na asama
but also a church mo
and you na say apology no can also one tradition on more thing there say buzi aba ofa dombo say friend then dankwa so ba onu so fa dombo entino it is either buzia no lead the buzia faction and other the dankwa na dombo wa ba be ranimi na wasemi onya apology onya interpretation na it is a fact that ye ofin bibi ni aka da masemi ya to na ye expected it senka nwa nkasa wo be won adom na party na kodum pempenra won ba maka nkyerende se nye dankwa na enye buzia intum in the party nenyim e dombo da botum edi party nature and you know he was doing that and calling for the candidate on Sophie Dor campaign Monday was say one tradition na say if one tradition why if they will be truthful to themselves one tra one one say if a tradition na more thing there one ko dankwa no ruko buzia na dombo de moti bia obafa no running mate na wonyina akwa yedwuma I mean that is the interpretation I got but men who there nkrofo fred or there were the party was so watching na so say why then na me hu there asotwe bi wo ho a or there was the in fact ministers bi wo ho a or there was second.
Thank you.
Vice President Nankasa make us a
what time untia
on Nankasa crowd battery now so e kai there work one
10 o'clock.
Okay, medisi e kai there work one what did you do in Kumasi is there a conference no not this current one before one election conference. I had the meeting with Fredo. I was so mad at the state protocol department. Then how will you be, anybody can be president? Yeah, you can be president tomorrow and what no way I will talk about it. There be your man pay. Now yeah, this state apart security be yeah this make sure the man paying here but no man you need yourself at man. Now work programmer. Man paying back at now. Nana bizichi waba no waba bejinchia. Answer na watina form. Our state protocol no handle them programming. It can never happen. But it not happen because of politics. And you know they themselves they are not being truthful to themselves. And you know asem na waba no enemy hako. But I don't want to go into details of it. But we know we have said, and President Vice President Baumia, in fact even we advise Abba. John Dramani Mahama wait to them for you, but yeah, probably or attack in the onye John Mahama Norca, onye Chief Bine in Orca, onye say don't get you on your for so ample. Nemo, oh yeah, and one cassa, womba, and all my reads today. What formula be I was in Juma? Formula in there, Sanko Dankwa, Oboko Buzia. Don't boy a full standby. Motivian was the about to running meet now when you know. Media. Now who goes up? Master Master more harder than now amplify. I do be any fridge in your human also got to amplify that my fridge with two more chili.
That's the Yaba police force did not match your Dofsu commander was a commander. I want to be correct. Is it ASP or DSP Alison Yabo, Machiapa? Marshal Constable Obed, our police headquarters.
Yes.
Donation of 1,500 motorbikes to the Ghana Police Service. Approximately, here's a set back. Cry 3,000 Ghana citizens just said, and our best 4.5 million.
Back brought 3,000.
Okay. Because
back on I on the ground here 4,000 something. 4,000. And we know yeah.
Right. Into I double the price. About
I say we a jungle type
no. Close to about
moto ibu na wo sesen.
Obisu be didi o mti fato so.
Nti yamfa say
chief.
Say you cry 9 million cry plus chobo bibia. I think say a good cause. What's that?
I can't wait to close.
So who started here? You can't wait to have us. When we come and start the program.
I can't wait to be with you.
It is a good cause. Say, yeah, more motorbike, but we have to go and do more than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will charge rather the Inspector General of Police. Open your mechiao. See, maybe give permission. And I say, maybe book appointment. My share. Now, I will charge the IGP. So the police needs more than these motorbikes in the sense that what I have observed across the country. And it's most of the police barracks now. In foot call. I would have loved to see, say, Meko police station, and I say police barracks, not just the barracks, but station. Obe colony a paving horn nice. I say a government institution mandated to take care of the security situation of this country. Military, so I will say the same thing. In Miami, and say Jama a Hoyan Futrosa. Police, military, who call barracks or monomas is your bunting. Yeah, can. These things are still going on. In the IGP, and this I am linking it to accommodation. In the IGP in Pacho, what by the make sure. Say, Obebo home modern. Now the conditions of service, any the living condition of the policeman, and as our security agencies, no, any idea a far. Because so called the various areas, villages, our police station, only are paved nicely, ya be fire. A bema obuobi, yenya ama the police phone. But how can you move foot through ma? Ni freezer Asia Bontia. I didn't respect me the more. I think so say.
Ni deep freezers. You mean omukotes baby omote?
Omote mo.
Okay.
They don't have enough.
Okanamika say be a office.
They don't have enough
space.
More
accommodation.
Yes.
Challenge.
No, yes.
Okay.
I blogger and I work on it.
Accra Central crowd. In fact, I've been there for long.
Ice water, ice block.
They were chilling now. So ice block.
Ice block.
Dodo no onye Accra nkote Ghana hanya dodo no na apart from cool stores police food one you know na will produce.
Yes.
It's one fridges no so into on one day.
No, but you see, so one man accommodation, proper accommodation. What house?
So do one man dana kesi.
Yes, a man proper accommodation. Me call Accra Central the back barracks. Me call Wache. But the last time I called some years back, me home food room.
Oh yes, still.
We need to ensure say those areas.
Still.
Now, we go beyond the motorbike and give them robust cars. A bit to me as survival or a terrain. So it is known say companies are buying more assemble cars. How many are we giving to the various security agencies to empower them? For the security cameras, and also Mebo so say they have done well in that area. I would love to see a situation now. It is being used for the purposes for which taxpayers Nisikano, you used to hear a day I implemented this thing now. It is ongoing, I believe. Of course, we pray say a time will come where every corner we will see it to stem down crime. Nothing. So this particular donation will reduce the penchant of the police personnel using their own money to buy their own motorbikes. And you see a policeman sitting on a motorbike that is not marked in any way that resembles any police property. And no crapone, you bet to me at the abocrono. Into no so no was yedi we abano. IGP should insist to say, and I would have seen say, if be a becker say, and person you say police need be wash a uniform. Now what motorbiker, and ye motorbiker, a year police dear. And can you this am run by a beboa? Such that any police near Uchi moto no, you said this police moto no, it belongs to the Ghana Police Service. Now Yambra a Yera Hobson Adoyeso. Nensa mo kokan. My history was going to be me yapa. But I did history, so I know the history and the traditions of the UP, the UGCC, UP, NPP today. And it saddens me. Their so-called tradition. It is so much embedded, as if to say, and this our political party, and yet if you say if you wish and echo, so if you wish and echo, they should do away with it. Because I've sat here and many other platforms to say, and this presidential primary so mbekoi, So Samia Okusu will be contested. The likelihood will be beat you is high. But they have a tradition, so-called tradition. In females, men kodi ye ma wun kodi. Into youth now, ye pe man can say we want a youthful president. And I say youthful leaders, no, they have all been cowed into submission. Say, Indri, so Samia Okubetra Wabakokra, and son of Bekas Obako contested for presidential primaries. So, say, you now sorry within that party to kill that canker, a bedi omunya adigananya. I'm saying this on the basis, say, the tribal and ethnic sentiment about that party, no, UGCC, UP, and Abedu, maybe Edu, and no, a kunsa party, a Ghana. Don't forget. They became, your friend is saying, a united party or whatever it is because they were passing the same tribal and ethnic comments. And I come in Nkrumah can say, baby, I'm okay true. Until ye banning ethnic parties, ne tribal parties, na ye form parties are a indigenous parties are Ghana dia. And na Dombo, na or no Northern People's Party, NPP at the time. Na friends say UP fuwe so ne friends say Dan Kwamo and Abuzi almost party no and Omudi Dumbo. And don't forget those days no. Now Ghana is I think that we had only about 6 regions or so. Until now the northern part was a very vast area. Did not Dumbo ne follow na a massive. And now Odebeka Dan Kwamo die no ne sa other parties no na be United Party. Into Ombe United Party no mudidim sa na be pie NPP and omodi. Na NPP no mo be pie. So mo lectures cry either Dankwa even Buzi Akra he's fading out, right? Inti the Dombo na hopes na doye o can say omodi omo format no and so omodi omo tra your friend say vice presidential the way I put it no is tribal. It doesn't help the Alan in any way. And it doesn't help the MPP so no. Well, by ya obe patch on. On say at the end of his so-called patch on, what State said, he still stand by what he said. It is nothing like apology. On power be actual.
Thank you.
Into what we are trying to say, they say, I am urging the youth in the MPP to kill the canker of tradition. If you mesua na ko we ha, if you ha na ko we ha, and ko we ha and say ko we ha. The Dombo also deserve to become president, in my view.
Thank you, history teacher. Mpacha obeche de ngan. Ana beche asante achimchi kakra.
Beckham Brusa.
Eti chireni yonko last hour.
Me debushafo ase. Makunta kan say President Akufo-Addo G fans wa be kocho moto. Obona base de me danase.
Na so je fans.
Na
my good way on your fans.
2016. We share vehicles and police service. It's about 492. We September 2019 Ghana President Emma speech. Police college. Passing out. Nasa policing. Ebo kudi nim aye juma. It depends on resources, budget allocation, intelligence gathering, and operation to make them successful.
Okay.
Na ye sabi concerns ni wo hodie, but the factor was here. As at now, vehicle said their call no, is almost 568 new vehicles. Idea ma police for, including operational buses. Idea come police for. Na say on say jackets. So there's been a provision of bulletproofs now that they're about 4,500. That's idea, but at least there's a start. I am more horses. Once in a while you see their visibility all over the place. And they count. The police CID are being equipped with forensic labs. I boom edibu ejuma ye na de na say we call all over the country. Me I saw some of these digital cameras all over the places are eboa to fight crime rates. Ewo kromo nyina. Na because school were Oxford, Ruskin College.
Okay.
And I'm here my masters Warwick University, Coventry. Adiba kwa mehu both in UK, parts of Europe, and America is about the presence of police visibility in vantage places. The fact that who police no what Jacob or Gina John Shibi or the Nani Eshe, it put fear in the criminals. So the essence of the presence of the police, and let me praise my big brother and uncle, former IGP Al Hassan, or not the visibility, Edibaye. He's a UN trained, he's a UN police officer. Oh, the visibility the buyer all over about the presence of police. Now we share motorbikes 1,500 by it is going to complement the operational saying there's a word I use say crime nesi upe police abedu one time no sometimes not car no crime abedu no traffic crime beat you but the fact the police motor no bet you moving on time bet me aboa ama asolve crime rate now say what do we do to for a crime no sweating. It is because the police are working so hard with the intelligence gathering and operational and the and the 5,500 motorbikes to equip both the police, the armed forces and other security services. Ye can we know? And no, chief camera maintenance. It's very key. Now the back one man for police opening catch them say. And wait, Miss IGP, dampare me adi we e ko nchen. Se vehicle no essay e wo golu, e wo tumu, e wo nyankpala, e wo nzima. Ye twini nyina e di ba center wakra. It is improper. Totally improper. They need to decentralize the maintenance of these vehicles. Senzima, yen say yen center bi wo nzima. Se proper mechanical workshop here, yen say wo. Say yes, so a police phone now because it's a police vehicle. And you may woman they want to go baby. But you be in the best ha. Yes, and what? Yes, so NCS and them, na Juma na yedi yeno, and got to Juma na yeno so. But the worst of all, we tell ye by ye. Can't ne free young palabay, no, ye be says why you have a palabio. An officer told me, they come be fufro. They cannot say ye the Abba Center, yes, dear mano. Who says you are? Let it go back to where it came from.
And honorable police cars and motorbikes shouldn't go to ordinary mechanics. It shouldn't go to ordinary mechanics.
What I say? That is why we must design a proper workshop. The police was saying, "Where no police work?"
Yes.
Now, oh, you want your man? Yes, now there's a CID seated there and monitor one or yeah, a vehicle and motorbike around. And IGP when who says a car no any motor no, mum fan copy be modifia modibaye. Then comes the area of some police accommodation and some police officers. Who took one way look across the country? Old dilapidated buildings, and so the criminals guy. Nancy says he can't be a boy. You want to be one 1 minute again. Maybe you're going to go. Not tree. Not tree.
Showy.
Yeah, yes, look at some of the police stations. We need to bring them up to speed. If we are all dilapidated buildings, I will need to pull them down and put up new ones to make sure say BBI is set up. On the issue of my younger brother and friend, Yalvi Adoye, I said no kaya. On Kasayi. Saturday, me and my friend, I called him. Saturday was a Sunday. Sunday. My friend was Sunday. Area. I said, me. It won't hear crash about Kasasem. So, for me, it was totally needless. It was totally needless at all. Na em de say wa be patch but you see or patch on because so be so jina no e ho no jina. Be catch and say you should go back to retract and apologize. We candidate now we hear campaign dia man no wan hwe wi akwa we send adwuma. This party belongs to all of us. It doesn't belong to Dombo, it doesn't belong to Dankwa, it doesn't belong to Tacholete, Buzia. It belongs to all of us. We are looking at capacity, competence.
He was giving us information of your format.
Please.
Your format.
Say President Kufuor, any President Kufado, and they use to
format. No,
and they are young running meter. That is their time. Obisuba, a bag of 5 bag of 5 and saying, NDC has never used an not before. not now of volunteering as their running mates.
Oh, how?
But
Na Mahama yedin.
no, me can't.
Not now, but how?
Fine, they use
How?
funny saying.
Martinelli.
Special prosecutor here wasn't if you or no.
I'm talking about nothing Muslim.
Pacho.
Sorry, nothing Muslim.
Pacho.
Point of correction. Let me
Also, why am Mr.
withdraw.
Point of
I'm not giving you
Pacho.
ammunition to come and fight me.
Yeah, also,
Me come about nothing Muslim.
Pacho.
But Assembly hopes in Kaino. And you can support. We need everybody. At the end of the day, whoever emerges as the flag bearer, we need one another. We be here way, I'm away here way. And once you can
Mafia.
Eddie intiti ni mpape mu ebeba oh chief. Nipo fight. Please. Enye kasa.
Thank you.
On kasa be promote the candidate. Na ye nyina ni yakabo na day no we be here way na we say here way. We need everybody. I'm a guy. We need an eczema. We need a notna. We need an akan. All of us to work together as a party.
May I say honorable title
Daniel ni
Kwate titles Glover. Hey, didn't well call me.
You didn't was saying.
Till I had my tradition. CBHN. She buying for short.
No, see any the abbreviation, any short name.
Mesh should be at
Daniel ni
NKZ for short. And yeah, what's no. Pacho Tuesday for me that was Papa we say that is also Jibre. Share the Nsroma and but see Poku beside my radio yes and Wawuda. Happy birthday to you na Darlington Nana Kumi of St. Augustine's College Cape Coast and Wawuda and also happy birthday to you. Meda Azelvo Gase say Oshemi Atade and running nyina. Azel, thank you. Co-training school nibi. Friend 0244 155 266. Midi Edi Yakuna. Yami Admo China Adekye Nsroma Besian.